Countless sentry towers and gun turrets tumbled like children's toys as the heavy euphorium and metal supports that fixed them snapped, buckled, or otherwise contorted from the unforeseeable movement and force. The cliff stones seemed much larger after Xamanak had mentally reefed them from the many folds of earth. The fourth XRA was at least 8 kilometers away, but all its members had witnessed the unnerving spectacle of the eerily silent, steadily rising dark mineral ridge. As the first of the gigantic purple and black stone masses were hurled, tumbling end over end through the air, many Xuvians began abandoning their war machines and sprinting away. The majority of their commanders were urging them to remain a cohesive unit, some with orders or pleas, and others with abuse or even gunfire. However, this was not a grandiose illusion. The great blocks of hard stone were all too real. The wise decision for the crews was probably the most popular option. That, for a hasty, scattering retreat. The severe impacting sound that the bulky falling blocks produced when they struck was heard for many kilometers. The lion's spine crashed down piece by piece onto the fourth XRA. When the massive stones fell, they shattered into millions of fragments, showering a wide area and creating a thoroughly decimated zone where nothing could live or function. Some crews were still charging towards Detos, others were withdrawing, and some continued to evacuate and run away on foot. Explosions from the ordnance carried by the contingent followed many of the deafening signatures from the collision of the ultra-heavy, telekinetically thrown, naturally occurring missiles. For several minutes, the scene of mass carnage was struck from above with the elements of the significant geographical landmark. There were very few survivors. The fixed defenses of the lion's spine had been sacrificed to destroy a formidable, modern, well-equipped facet of the XRA. About midday, Xamanak concluded his systematic destruction of the 4th Xuvian Regular Army. He departed the Detosian frontier and embarked on his way to his next undertaking, the 1st XRA. He found them on the Gaul front occupying a neutral regional fortress town known as Hiomjir. Hiomjir was constructed adjacent to an ancient forest of sturdy, deep blue nightwood. The mighty river Romulus ran down alongside her sturdily reinforced and fortified walls. The 1st XRA had seized the settlement in a lengthy and bitter struggle from the 21st Infantry Division of the Gaul Army, which was in full retreat. The wind grew stronger and more frigid as Xamanak considered his next course of action from above. The Xuvians had taken up overlapping defensive positions throughout the whole of Hiomjir. Since radio and psychic contact had been lost with the 4th, her sister force that was operating alone against the Detosians to the southeast, the experienced Xuvian officers in command of the 1st XRA felt that consolidation was warranted. Xamanak was by no means an omnipotent entity. There were distinct limits to his abilities like everyone else. He was trying to determine the most effective means of destruction with the magic he possessed. The 1st Xuvian Regular Army was spread over a wide area. It would be difficult to kill them all efficiently. The river or the trees, Xamanak quizzed himself rhetorically. Both,